Hey friends and clients, Jeremy Larkin here, CEO of the Larkin Group at KW Realty, smiling because it's a beautiful day. It's about 60 degrees out there. Hey, shooting this video on Monday, January 28th, 2019. And if you're receiving it, it means you are a Larkin Group client. And we've not singled you out, we singled all of you out into one single group. There's an interesting trend going on in the market right now. We have a lot of clients, and we're gonna give you there's two experiences being had right now, but the question is being asked, why isn't do you like my artwork here? Just threw that together with some dry erase markers. Why isn't my home selling, okay? So we're having two experiences right now with our client base. Jesse, who's standing right behind the camera right now, and Robert can attest, and of course I can attest, that we have homes in $400,000 and $500,000 and even $600,000 range that are selling in days. We have homes, for instance, we have a townhome right now that is in the cheapest, lowest price point in the market, as a matter of fact, and two condos that won't sell at all. And the question is, well, it's us marketing all of them, right? Doing exactly what we've done to market and sell 1,200 homes in Washington County. And we have a lot of clients asking this question. So I want to tell you what's happened with the market in St. George, and I hope you'll stay with me. This video is going to save you a lot of money. It's probably going to prevent you from losing a lot of money. What I want you to do is prevent you from losing money. We're playing offense with our marketing, but our offense is, in a way, it's defense, right? Because we proactively go out offense to prevent you defense from losing money. And we have some clients out there in the real estate market that are gonna lose money if they don't really focus in on what I want to share today. So I want you to understand that over the last, and I'll use some green here, from 2006 to 2011, okay, values fell in Washington County 46%, okay? 46% drop from 2006 to 2011, if you can believe it, a 46% drop, okay? Now, how did we get here? Well, mainly because in 2005, do you know how much they went up? They went up 36%. The highest appreciation ever in a single year ever recorded in the history of real estate, right? So that's why you have 46% drops in values, because in 1 year they went up 36%. Well, when they fell, people said values will never go back. And we said, man, if values ever went back to where they were in 2006, we'd be in heaven. Well, would you like to know how much they've come up from 2011 to 2018? They've come up 42 on average percent. That means your home, okay? An average of 42%. So we have actually gained back, as an average, all but 4% of the value in Washington County. So there's a couple lessons. The first thing I want to say is it is still a great market, okay? It is a great market. And a lot of our clients whose homes aren't selling yet are frustrated because they're going, I thought the market was better. I get it. When you have an anticipation of something and it doesn't come to fruition, right? That's a letdown. We've all had that experience, right? Typically, it's like you go and you rent a hotel room. You pay for a hotel room, and it looked so great on Hotels.com and on the Marriott app, and then you got there and the pool was closed for renovations, and they didn't tell you that it was looking into this strange angle into another office building, and it's just a letdown. Okay. Well, what happened, folks, is, just so you know, summer of 2018 was wild, okay? Wild in St. George real estate. It was the hottest seller market that we'd had since 2005 and 6. Absolutely, hands down. Most everyone putting their home on the market was selling their home in days, okay? Well, if this was 2018 up here, this is 2019 right here. There's not a big difference, is there? This is a small shift. What happened is values were overcooked, and I want to help you. Here's how we're going to help you stop you from losing money. What happened was this: values got so out of hand, the frenzy was so crazy that by the time 2019 started to roll around, actually fall 2018, buyers started to get what we call buyer fatigue. And buyer fatigue is, I've been searching for homes, I've been offering on homes, and every time I offer, 5 other people beat me out. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of getting beat out. I feel like maybe I'm overpaying. Interest rates have gone up. I just can't do this anymore. I think I'm just gonna rent my home, okay? That combination, plus the government shutting down, which was more than anything a perception that there was a problem, partially shutting down, plus winter created this like vortex, okay? And what we found out is the values that we had going on in 2018 were almost artificial, okay? And they were probably, and this is the number I want everyone to have today, they were probably 5% too high, okay? They were not, when I say artificial, people paid them, but they were artificially inflated because emotions were high, all right? I would tell you that if someone could come through with a magic wand, Harry Potter style, and reduce the price of every home in the multiple listing service by 5%, our market would go ballistic. 5%. I want to give you an example. We just sold a home for the Davidsons. They listed their home at $294,000 to begin. It was such a good home in price, and the marketing was so good that we had multiple offers come in over months, and all those offers fell apart. Okay, so we have a situation where buyers are looking at the home and like it's showing. That's a good price. They're looking at it and offering. That's a really good price. But when they're bailing out, it wasn't quite good enough. Well, we reduced the price to $285,000 and put it back on the market. We had a whole bunch of showings, and it wasn't quite moving. And we reduced it Friday to $279. Okay, so the price was reduced from $294 to $279. Not what you would call giving it away. By the way, it was a 5% reduction. We've had 3 buyers write an offer since Friday on this one property. 3 buyers, and we're probably turning others away because there's so many offers in the mix. Well, what was the difference? We found what is called the sweet spot, okay? There's a sweet spot for your home, and again, you're not singled out, so this could be anyone watching this video. This is probably going to apply to you. There's a sweet spot for your property. And what's going to happen is if things go, we've had a market that went up like crazy to 2006, and it fell to 2011, and it went up to 2018. I know you're not an economist, and I'm just a real estate economist. Can we guess where this trend goes? Sooner than later? So what's going to happen is sellers are going to start to chase the market, and this is the final thought. Chasing the market looks like this. You're a child, you're a kid, you're playing ball with your friends, the ball rolls down the hill, and you're lunging to get to the ball, but the ball's rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling, and you can't, there's only one way to stop it, right? It's to get in front of the ball. Values really aren't falling in St. George. It's just that the car got overheated, and you can't run a car at 90,000 RPMs for very long, can you? Or 10,000 RPMs, or even probably 6. The car was overheated and it settled into the sweet spot. And I think that sweet spot for most homes is about 5%. Now your home could be a little different, okay? And what's gonna happen is people are gonna start chasing the market down. And the problem with chasing the market is you can be first or you can be last, right? You can be first in or first out of a market. I recommend to our clients at the Larkin Group that you be first out selling, first out of the market. I wanna help you avoid the chasing the market stuff. Jeremy, when's it gonna fall? What do you know? I don't know. I don't know exactly. I just know that I'm smart enough to see a trend like this. And that's not very smart, because I can see up, down, right? Most people can, but most folks don't have this information in front of them. But this is what has happened in the real estate market. Folks, real estate's essentially unaffordable in Washington County at this point, right? I mean, it's just, for the average person, it's just not affordable, even though it's cheaper than renting, because rent just kind of keeps in lockstep with sales. So what I want to recommend is that you have a conversation with myself, Jesse, Michelle, or Robert, whoever your listing agent is. Come into our office. I think we sit down, we have a conversation, and we find out what is the sweet spot. What's the sweet spot for your home? The Davidsons found out at $279 that many buyers would offer. And people say, well, sure, Jeremy, anyone can give my home away. This was only a 5% change, right? This was not giving a home away. If we gave your home away, I want it, by the way. I'll take it if you're gonna give it away. Giving your home away, it's virtually impossible to underprice a property. We talked about this on a radio show recently. If you price it any lower than market, it will be bid back up, okay? So let's find the sweet spot. Let's make a decision to determine if this is the time to sell your home, because we are still at one of the best real estate markets, maybe the best real estate market in the history of Washington County. I recommended and suggested in a video that we produced, and you might have seen it last week, 4 things you must know about St. George real estate. I'll link it below for 2019. that this will be a year of I wish I would have. I wish I would have sold. I wish I would have bought while rates were low, right? I wish I would have taken my agent's advice. I wish I would have just made that little shift, right? Let's help you not chase the market and not lose money later. Let's get you out while Seinfeld style is what I call it. Remember Seinfeld? They got out while they were on top. Let's get you out while we're on top. And it might require a small adjustment. If you've got questions, reach out to myself. I'm happy to chat, or any of us on the team. Thank you, Jeremy Larkin. Appreciating you and saying we know this town.